I want to go back, though, a couple of hundred years. Alexandar Hamilton actually wrote our first manufacturing policy. It was called the Articles of Manufacture. And what Hamilton did was he established some basic tenets upon which to build an industrial base. He acknowledged things at the time that were not so much revolutionary, but brilliant in how he explained a nation should support that manufacturing base in detail. But it was fluid enough, it was brilliantly written, it was fluid enough for it to grow and expand. This policy, if you want to call it that, was in place for 160 years, served us well. We were able to thrive, grow, accept the fact that competition shifted. It built our continental manufacturing economy. Today, we're dealing with a global manufacturing economy. And as we shift to that, those growing pains, there are growing pains, the economy suffers a bit. But if you read these items, you see the brilliance that Hamilton portrayed and why it stuck for so long. But we got away from it. I want to present to you today why a policy is important. Now, before I go on, I know that there are some people in political parties that whenever you mention manufacturing policy, they bristle. We had one for a long time. When we turned away from it, look what has happened. We're at IMTS. Now's the time to start building up some support for controlling and managing our growth rather than letting an invisible hand take care of it, right? I want to start with employment. Manufacturing employment is so important. I mean, I know that sounds like a trite comment, but it affects and influences so many things. Since 1980, we've lost a significant amount of our manufacturing employment base. How do we get that back? We need to get it back because, unfortunately, economists, pardon me, often look at very distinct sections of the economy and overlook its pronounced effect on other sectors. Manufacturing jobs influence so much more of our economy outside manufacturing, the service sector, for example. A manufacturing job creates other jobs. It creates more wealth. It creates value in the communities. The manufacturing worker in the U.S. earns or earned 36% more than non-manufacturing workers. This is a fact. And yet we abdicated that position as the strongest manufacturer in the world.